Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, generously sponsored today by the Tenenbaum family of Bellevue, Washington, including Ella and Edie, who listen to our podcast every day on their way to school. I'm Tori. It's Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. And we begin with a fourth grader in Northern California starting a protest over chocolate milk. 9-year-old Jordan Reed was upset when the school district removed his favorite drink from the lunch menu because of its high sugar content. So Jordan decided to use the skills he just learned in a recent lesson on opinion writing and got to work researching information to support his argument and writing protest signs that said, "Less regular, more chocolate." His entire class joined him the next morning outside Sierra Vista School in Vacaville, which led to a negotiating session with the district's nutrition department. The compromise? Serve chocolate milk once a week as a special treat. Jordan told the Washington Post he feels good about it because, quote, "I brought back something that everybody wanted." And prompted by his mother, he added, he also learned a larger lesson that anybody can make change. Now that the football season is over, sports fans typically will be counting the days until spring training starts for baseball. But right now, that is all but certain to be delayed. Major League Baseball met with the Players Association over the weekend to discuss major economic issues, but there appeared to be very little progress toward a deal. Pitchers and catchers are supposed to begin workouts in Arizona and Florida this Thursday, with the first spring training game scheduled to start in a week and a half. The regular season's opening day is March 31st, but if no agreement is reached between the two sides by the end of this month, that will be in jeopardy. And right now, no new talks are scheduled. There's been a slight thaw in the weeks-long protests in Canada that was started by truck drivers who oppose that country's vaccine mandates. Demonstrators have been blocking the Ambassador Bridge between Windsor, Ontario, and Detroit, Michigan, but that critical international span was reopened over the weekend. However, the main protest in Canada's capital, Ottawa, is now entering its third week, and the country's prime minister has had just about enough. Yesterday, Justin Trudeau invoked his nation's Emergencies Act, the first time that's ever been done, to deal with the blockades and ongoing disruption to daily life. The move allows the government to restrict the ability of citizens to move about freely or gather, and is also the first step toward allowing him to bring in the military. Mr. Trudeau says he does not intend to do that, but he plans to use it to keep Canadians safe, protect people's jobs, and restore faith in Canada's institutions. In other KidNuz notes, the 11-year-old son of soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo seems to be following in his dad's footsteps as he just signed for Manchester United's youth team. According to the BBC, the eldest child of Ronaldo will even get to wear his dad's iconic number 7 shirt. And this isn't the first giant club that Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. has played for. He also was on the junior team for Juventus and Real Madrid, just like his dad. The very first aardvark born at the Chester Zoo in England has just been given the name of Dobby because it looks so much like the house elf character in the popular Harry Potter series. The little calf was born on January 4th with oversized ears, wrinkled skin, and no hair, according to the BBC. Aardvarks are an endangered species, with only 109 of them currently in zoos around the world. We told you the outcome of the Super Bowl yesterday. Today, we have the results of the 18th Puppy Bowl. It was another close one, but Team Fluff, coached by hip-hop artist Snoop Dogg, won the Lombardi Trophy, edging past Team Rough, led by lifestyle icon Martha Stewart. The final score was 73-69. This year's Puppy Bowl included more than 100 adoptable and adorable puppies from 33 states, with many finding forever homes after their TV appearance. Before we get to our quiz, the Tenenbaum family wants to shout out and say thank you to Ella's teacher, Anna Belknap, Edie's teacher, Sean Carroll, and all the Blazers at the Bush School in Seattle, Washington, where the focus is always on courage, curiosity, and connection. Now, our KidNuz quiz. What drink sparked a protest at a school in Northern California? Chocolate milk. Which sport could be facing a delay in its season? Major League Baseball. What's the name of the baby aardvark born at a zoo in England? Dobby. Who won the 18th Puppy Bowl? Team Fluff. In our KidNuz Kicker, a family in Spain has an ambitious goal to produce no trash. How do they do it? Most food is either grown at home or bought in bulk from local suppliers. Kitchen leftovers go in the compost bin. Nearly all containers are washed and used to store things. Necessary items like furniture or plates are bought from a secondhand store or traded among a community of friends. The two children, ages 5 and 7, make crafts and drawings from old bits of packaging, which can then be recycled. And if a new toy comes in the house, the children know that an old one will be donated to another family. And while it sounds challenging, the mom, Esther Peñarubia, says the zero-waste culture is easier than most people think. Before we go, a big KidNuz shout-out to our terrific teachers and their students. Mrs. Burke at Camden Rockport Elementary in Rockport, Maine. Ms. Shores at Estabrook Elementary in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Mrs. Snee, whose class loves KidNuz, at Our Lady of Peace in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Ms. Barbato and her bullfrogs at Serene Hills Elementary in Austin, Texas. And Carlene, Julie, Sherry, and Monica at Clovis Unified ATP in Clovis, California. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We hope you tune in for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.